So for today's lesson, I'm going to be teaching you how to get faux freckles. Oh my god, they're so cute. I can't stop looking at them. Look how cute they are. Look how cute. Okay, just kidding. I can't wear the glasses because there's a glare, first off, and second off, you can't really see the freckles. Anyways, today I thought I'd show you guys. Did my light just shut off? Really? Sorry. That's better. Okay. I don't know why I always get so out of breath when I'm like about to record. Like my heart's beating. Like I can't like talk. I need to calm down. All right, enough babbling. So today I'm going to show you guys how to get really cute natural faux freckles. It's perfect for the summertime. I don't get freckles when I tan, so I kind of have to just do them myself. I watched a few beauty gurus on YouTube and just kind of picked up techniques and figured out my own way on how I like to do my freckles. So I hope you guys enjoy the video and let's get started. So pretty much all of my makeup is done already. The only thing I didn't do yet is bronzer and blush, because I like to do that after my freckles because I feel like it kind of hides the freckles a bit more and makes the freckles more like subtle and natural and less like, you know, really stand out. So let's get into it. The palette I'm using is the Lorac Pro Palette, and I'm trying not to like get the mirror reflection. How do I do this? Whatever. Oh, I can just bend it back. Wow. Okay, so I'm using, where is it? I'm using taupe, and I'm using sable. So obviously I'm blonde, and taupe is going to be the main color that I'm going to use because I don't want really dark freckles. Like obviously if you have black or really dark brown hair, the majority of your freckles are going to be with a darker brown like sable. So what I like to do is basically match like the color of my eyebrows to the color of the freckles that I'm going to do, because that will just make it look way more natural. Okay, so I also use two different brushes because freckles, when a person like naturally has them, they're not all like one shape and like perfect. So I'm using I want two different textures. So I'm using a really skinny eyeliner brush and then a flat eyeliner brush just to create more of a texture and a natural look. So first I'm going to just spray the small eyeliner brush with some rose water just to get it a little bit damp so that the freckles go on a little bit more like defined. And then I'm going to reach for taupe as my first color and just really like coat your brush a hell of a lot. And tap off the extra. What I like to do is start in the center of my nose just to kind of outline everything, and I basically just dot it. I do a few, and then when I'm done with those, really quickly I like pat it with my finger to kind of like lessen the color a little bit so it's not so like dark. So this just kind of blends it into my skin. And the most important part is, when it comes to freckles, is don't think about like where you're going to place them, because the more you think about where you're going to place them, the less natural it starts to look. So don't even think about it, just do it. And then as you go, pat them in your skin. And then you're going to have to get your brush like wet as you go along, because it's obviously going to dry up. So just keep going back between the rose water and the eyeshadow. And I like to put my freckles in this area, so when you're out in the sun and you're tanning and you get sunburnt kind of like here, that's where I like to keep the freckles, and that's, you know, where freckles would naturally appear if you are out in the sun long enough. Okay, and then, so I'm going to bring them out kind of to the middle of my cheekbone. Let me try to get closer to the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So a little bit more eyeshadow, and then I'm just literally going to place them everywhere, not caring, and then patting as I'm doing it. It's the camera is going to be really hard. It's going to be really hard for the camera to like pick up these freckles because they are so light and natural, but I'll zoom in at the end and like show you. But that's like the whole point. You don't really want them to be so noticeable. You just want them to be very like subtle and natural. So that one's a little bit darker, so I just pat that in. Just keep going to the side of my nose. See, those are a little bit darker. Those came out a little bit darker, which is fine because you can just pat it. And then I'm just going to keep going. Keep applying and patting, and then bring it out here. Bring them out here. Just so random. Remember, just keep it super random. Don't plan it, just do it. Oh, they look so cute. Look at that. You hear? I'll zoom in later, okay guys? So I'm just gonna keep doing this until I get a desired cluster. You obviously can do more or less depending on what you like. I like to kind of keep it more in the center of my nose and then make a gradient as I go out. So that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm also gonna bring it up to the bridge of my nose a little more. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch to my flat brush, and I'm only gonna use the really one side of it. So I'm gonna kind of put it on an angle so that I get like a dot, not like a line freckle. Like freckles aren't lines. So just get the brush wet once again. I'm gonna go in with taupe, the lighter color, really coat my brush. And then just putting it on an angle and only using the one edge of the brush, just kind of lightly dot where you want it. And these ones are gonna create smaller freckles. So the other brush created kind of like more like blotchy dots. This one is gonna create like smaller speckles. So it's so they just look more messy and like natural and textured. Okay, now I'm just gonna go in with more taupe and just keep doing the same thing on the other side. And blend out. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, so now to make it a little bit more, to give the freckles more like variation, I'm gonna go in with Sable, which is the darker color. And I'm just going to like put a few of these because I don't want it to be too dark because I am blonde. But if you have darker hair, then just go ahead with this dark color. So I'm just gonna put a little bit out by my what's this called? What's this called? Highlight. What's this called? Cheekbone. Wow. Wow. All right. So I'm just gonna focus these in random areas, make the dots very tiny, and keep blending out with my finger. And basically you just want to keep going back and forth with those two colors and then these two brushes, and then kind of just build up the amount of freckles that you want, and then stop whenever you think enough is enough. I'm just going to keep going back and forth with these two colors and build up my freckles, and yep, that's pretty much it. Okay, so to finish off the freckles, I'm just taking this Laura Geller Baked Balance Brightening Foundation in medium. It's not really a foundation, I don't know, it's more like a powder to me, but what I do is I just take any kind of a powder brush and I coat it really well. And then I just kind of pat this over my freckles just to help them blend in more, because when you're laying out in the sun, naturally this area is gonna get tanner like faster. So that's what I'm kind of doing. I'm kind of creating like a tan sheen over the freckles just to make it a bit more natural. You don't want to do it too much because you don't want just like a brown like line on your face. So just make sure you're blending it and just very light, soft hand. Okay, so now I'm just going to go in with a little bronzer. And this is pretty much going to complete the look after blush as well. I'm just using my Hoola Bronzer and just going over where I contoured. And then you can even take this a little bit over the freckles. So the leftover, like, don't go back in and get more, just use what's left over on the brush just so it's lighter. And just kind of run it through with your freckles. Ooh, this is so cute. So do the other side. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of blush, and I'm gonna use Exposed by Tarte, and just take a blush brush And I'm going to lightly pat this on the apples of my cheeks. And this is going to help create more of a flushed, sun-kissed look. And also really important, bring this in the center, the bridge of your nose. Because again, when you get sunburnt after you've been laying out in the sun, you get that little redness on your nose. So it just helps create a more natural, cute summer-kissed look. Okay, you guys, so this pretty much completes the freckle tutorial. I'm so happy with how they came out. I'll zoom in a little so you guys can like see better. Oh, look how cute. I love them. So perfect for summer because I don't actually get like real freckles in the sun, so I have to do this. Obviously the camera is making it look way more like defined, but in person it looks so blended in and natural. I am so happy with how they turned out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, and like, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.